Hello. Ftmsweethearts.
What it do, sweethearts of FTMs?
This is week 6, and we are talking about family planning. So when we first got together, we did discuss having babies together.
As opposed to having dolphins together or
You can have
porcupines
lions
together.
and puppies, whatever. But we decided not to.
Well, because she has 2 kids. I mean, you have to...
That's the end of my video.
That's it. See you guys later.
Just kidding. We decided not to because I already have 2 little bundles of joy from a previous relationship. So we kind of decided that 2 is the lucky number and we're good with that. But when we were considering in the beginning, we did talk about me carrying...
No.
Well, you could have...
Yeah, when I was younger, like high school, I considered carrying a child. Not a dolphin, because I can't carry a dolphin.
No, not a puppy.
Anyway.
So, we were going to what? Use your cousin?
Yeah, I think the most difficult part about family planning in our relationship was, where does the sperm come from, right? That's probably the debacle that most of us are going to have to go through. And we went through various stages of what should we do. Sperm bank is one of them. My egg in her body with her brother's sperm. Her egg in her body with my cousin's on my dad's side sperm. And then it was...
I think it was
adoption. I think was the most recent, like 6 months ago. I just kind of asked Kristin if she would be like up for adopting a baby, but
then the kids started fighting again, and we said,
"Fuck
never
that!
Mind. Never mind. 2 is good. 2 is good." But
Kristin's kids are 12 and 9, so I mean,
2 girls.
2 girls. They're grown.
Emotions run high in this household.
Yeah, so we had that conversation. What was difficult for me was kind of what I feel right now, being a step-parent, is, you know, I love Kristin's kids like they were my own, but there's still that kind of twinge sometimes when I know that I'm not their father, and I don't get called dad, and that's by choice. I've asked the kids not to call me dad out of respect for their father, who doesn't deserve the title, but that's their dad, and he, that's
is their
dad. You know, so I'm Jack, and that's great, you know, for the relationship that I have with our kids. But you know, I did go through a period in our relationship, and especially when I came out as trans, where I wanted to be dad. I wanted a kid of my own, of our own. And I wanted someone to call me dad, and it's been I've gone through my own sort of issues with that and not having that in my life, but you know, 2 is enough, and that's where we're at with that. What else do you want to talk about?
How the kids reacted when we told them about you?
Yeah, well, you talk about it, I guess, as a mother. What were your concerns about me being trans, or telling them, or whatever?
I guess my concerns with the kids were they wouldn't understand. I think that was my big concern. And I don't know, I looked up things online and how to tell kids certain things and what to say.
What did you Google? What do I tell my kids?
Yeah.
Certain things.
No.
You're a goof.
I needed help with it.
Yeah, no, it was just funny the way you worded it. When I came out to Kristin, you know, it was one of the concerns that she had was, how are the kids going to take it? The kids were at the time, because it was 2 years ago, 7 and 10. And you can't, I mean, unless you're a parent, you really can't understand what a difference 2 years makes, and it really does make a huge difference. But at the time, we were concerned that they would be confused, that they wouldn't, that, you know, it would somehow upset them, or, and then an extension of that was if we came out to the kids, then their dad, who was very, very, very close-minded, would find out, and then it would cause problems for us. And eventually it did, but that's a totally different video. Go on my personal channel and look up Life as a Trans Dad to hear that story. We waited to come out to the kids. How long was I on T?
Wasn't that long.
6 months.
Before?
No, we came out to the kids when I was 6. I feel like I'm like taking over your video. I was 6 months on T when we decided to come out to the kids because the changes were coming along pretty rapidly at that point, and we were a pretty nervous wreck, I think. What did we say to them?
You said to them, I actually wasn't there.
What?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I don't remember that.
Yes, you told them in the car.
I did?
Yes.
Where were...
So, I don't know how my kids reacted.
That's not fair. We made a video about this on my channel about how the kids reacted.
I mean, I know how they reacted afterwards. Like, after you told them, but I wasn't there when you told them.
I remember the story differently, but 7-minute video, and we've gotten nowhere really quick. I just told the kids that very simply, and that's I think the key, is to tell kids and keep things into very simple terms. And I said, I feel like a boy. And so from here on out, I'm going to live as a boy. Call me he and call me Jack. That was it. And then I said that the term for that is transgender.
And they did.
And that was it.
And they were fine, and
yeah.
They were already calling him Jack.
Because actually Jack started as a nickname for
right.
us.
So they already were doing that, and I think that they were very supportive, I think, and caught on really quick. So
they caught on.
We got lucky with that.
Yeah, they caught on faster than most all the adults I came out to. And they said to me, well, you've always been more like a dad anyway. That's what they said to me. And then at one point, the only question that either of them have ever asked me, and I thought it was just sort of a very, I don't know, it was just such a intuitive sort of question. Haley, our oldest, who's now 12, asked me if, you know, now that I've been taking all this medicine, because she forgets what I take, do I still get my period? And it took me a minute to realize that she actually had asked me that, because the kids are usually just kind of very
simple.
Whatever, they don't care. They love me for who I am. And so I answered her question, and I said, well, why do you ask? And she said, I don't know. And then just kept playing her video game, you know? But it was just kind of this lightning bolt that she, you know, there was something, she connected 2 dots somewhere in her head about it. And I've had surgery, I had surgery a month ago on Thursday, and they've seen me without a shirt on, and they have not asked me a single question or anything. They've just,
really surprised.
They've been very respectful, I think, in that sense. I feel like they see it as an adult thing, and that they just don't ask any questions. I'm not saying this because they're Kristin's kids and Kristin's my partner, but they really are just amazing kids who are just super creative and resilient and emotional and funny and just super open-minded and fantastic.
They are.
They even came up with an explanation for my surgery. None of their friends know that I'm transgender and had top surgery, and one of their kids, who's super fucking nosy, says, "Oh, so Jack, what did you have surgery on?" And Haley looks at me like a deer in headlights. She says, "Oh, it was like a heart thing, like, you know, like his heart." And I said, "Yeah, you know, like I had some built-up scar tissue around my heart, the walls of my heart that needed to be removed." And Hannah's, she's 9, and she says, Yeah, it's just something with his heart, whatever. Just like, whatever. Yeah. And that was it. So they help me out because they know that it's awkward. I love the kids.
Well.
Anyway.
Haley also did one of his shots. Didn't she?
I don't know if we should talk about that. But yeah, Haley gave me one of my shots.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
If that's going to get us in trouble or something, I don't know. But yeah, Haley did give me one of my shots, and she freaked out.
It was cute.
Because she thought that she hurt me.
They're very supportive, and
Yeah.
I think we're very grateful
Yeah.
to have such supportive kids and friends and family. So that's our family planning story.
11 minutes later.
We have our family already. If anyone wants to borrow them for a week or two, that's
Or
fine.
7 months.
No, that's too long.
There's a cap off
Just
on how long you can dump your children
Just a
off on
week.
other people. Just
a week.
Just a week.
That's all?
All right.
Okay.
If you have any
Bye.
questions, Kristin should be saying this, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask Kristin. She's a great source of knowledge
Sometimes.
and sense of humor.
All the time.
That sucks.
Bye.